Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Pillows and the fact that after 35 long years, they have unfortunately decided to disband. Now I did have a funny feeling that this was going to happen sometime soon. I mean, their last album was all the way back in 2018. However, I unfortunately didn't think it would be coming this soon, and it's sad because I've been following the Pillows for about a year now. Not that long in the grand scheme of things, but still for a decent amount of time. And I've really grown to enjoy their music quite a lot. I do think their best era was, of course, their late 90s run. I mean, a lot of people say that, but I do think their era from like Please Mr. Lost Man all the way to Happy Bivok is phenomenal. That was a phenomenal run. They made some of the best albums of the grunge era, in my opinion, in that era. Like, it's great what they were able to accomplish. But even after that, they made some great albums. I think, unfortunately, a lot of people kind of discredit because, oh, their late 90s run is great, but then they kind of shove off everything else because they say, oh, they got bad, they got very generic alt-rocky. But I think My Foot is a great album. Same with Trial, phenomenal album. And also Rebroadcast is a great album to end things off and end their entire discography. It's just, again, sad to see them go, but it makes sense. Why? Because 35 years, dude. Like, it's insane that they were able to keep the same lineup, basically, for 35 fucking years. That is a testament in and of itself. But not only that, again, I think they made some of the best grunge music ever. Like, they made also just great J-rock even after that era. Like, it's phenomenal what they were able to actually come up with. And again, it's just really sad to see them go. Especially when you've been like following along with this for the past few months and stuff, because I've really like looked into them and just really enjoyed like basically all the albums I've listened to from them. I will say that, you know, I have rated some of their albums not too well in my tier list of their albums, but even then, even those albums that I just wasn't a huge fan of, I still had one or two tracks that I really liked. Like, they don't have a really bad album, in my opinion. They did have a kind of drop off, I will admit, a little bit after the Kings record, you know, those albums. I did feel like they had sort of a drop off in Avex when they went to that label. But even then, again, they made Trial in that era, which was also great. And I'm saying era because you know what I mean. It's just when they went to a different record label and they got more contemporary, I would say, with like their alt-rock kind of sound. And I think it was still pretty good because, as I said, My Foot is a great album. I think that's one of their best. Just great hooks from front to back, really, really good guitar lines, and some of their best songs are on that record. Same thing with Trial. Even if it doesn't sound like, I would say, as good as a lot of their late 90s records and some of their stuff on King's records, maybe it's because of the mixing, probably is, but maybe it's the production as well. But it's still a great album. There's still phenomenal songs on that record. So, again, I think you shouldn't devalue their music just because, you know, their late 90s run was just that good. Like, a lot of their records are worth at least paying attention to, I think. But yeah, as I said, it's sad to see them go. But again, I had a feeling this was going to happen. I just didn't want it to be this soon. They did go on a few last tours from what I've seen, and that was about it. So yeah, and if you want to see like the full statement, you can look on it on their account on Twitter. I'm going to be deleting Twitter soon. I'm gonna be done. Like, I'm gonna probably delete it like this week. I'm fucking done with that hellhole of a site. But the only reason I'm really still keeping with it is just to, you know, follow bands and artists and content creators that I like. So again, I'm gonna delete it soon. But again, I've really enjoyed their music over the past few months and like the past year. So I'm really sad to see him go. But they have really left a really, really good legacy, and I think a lot of people are going to be really, really sad to see him go as well. But yeah, that is basically it, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.